Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with another video from the Templin Institute. And today, we are going to be learning about some chaos. The Death Guard Legion. Here we go. Chaos scum.
At the height of the Imperium, when the dominion of mankind had spread across the entire galaxy and a final victory was near, the Emperor was betrayed. Horus, his most capable and favored son, had secretly fallen to the ruinous powers of chaos and conspired with his brothers to destroy all that they had fought so hard to achieve. This great betrayal split the Imperium in two. When Horus marched on the gates of Terra itself, he was joined by half his brother Primarchs and the legions under their command. Among these was Mortarion and his Death Guard. Perhaps more than any other legion,
he looks so
their
cool.
fall
I like
to
his
chaos
scythe.
would leave them twisted and deformed, evidence of the favor of their new master, the Lord of Decay, Nurgle. Yet in the golden era before their fall from grace, the Death Guard, like the other Space Marine legions, were originally engineered from the gene seed of their Primarch Mortarion. But with the Primarchs scattered across the galaxy by the powers of chaos, the Legion was left without its father. At the dawn of the Imperium, for over 8 decades, they fought against alien tyrants and dark cults as part of the Emperor's Great Crusade.
What's that, the white scars?
The Legion made use of an ancient tactic, unleashing relentless attacks shortly before nightfall. For this, the Emperor named them Dusk Raiders, and their mastery of heavy infantry earned them a fierce reputation as stubborn, enduring warriors. Cast out by chaos, Mortarion had landed on the toxic world of Barbarous. The planet was eternally covered in a poisonous fog, with the local human population forced to live in shallow valleys where the atmosphere was most hospitable. They lived in fear of horrific creatures and warlords that prowled above, which would sometimes descend from the choking fog to slaughter and enslave all they came across.
I can only imagine.
When the Emperor and his legions finally arrived on Barbarous, Mortarion had become a truly resilient leader. He had trained and hardened his people, arming them with crude breathing masks so they might exact vengeance on those who for so long had acted with impunity. Mortarion waged a campaign of extermination against the tyrants and warlords who persisted in terrible mountain fortresses where the toxic clouds were thickest, until only one remained. But at the highest peak, the toxins were too much for Mortarion, and when the last tyrant of Barbarous was slain instead by the Emperor,
the Primarch
swore him his loyalty. Mortarion was given command of the Dusk Raiders, and the veterans of his long campaign across Barbarous formed the new core of their ranks. They were renamed in honor of those who had fought against the toxic clouds and now warred across the galaxy as the Death Guard. Mortarion brought his relentlessness to the Legion, and they quickly became masters of not only enduring, but claiming victory even in the harshest of environments. Horus found Mortarion more difficult to bring to his cause than the other traitor Primarchs, but eventually Mortarion was convinced that the Emperor had become a tyrant no better than those who once ruled his homeworld.
How dare he?
In the opening battle of what would become the Horus Heresy, the Death Guard slaughtered their fellow Space Marines, including a third of their own
look at the
legion
Titans
who
standing
remained
in the
loyal
back.
to the Imperium. The traitors carved their way across the Imperium, repeatedly engaging Jagatai Khan and his legion, the White Scars,
their armor
for whom
does
they
look really
developed
cool.
a particular hatred. When the throne world of the Imperium came under siege, the Death Guard were among the traitor legions sent to take part in the ultimate defeat of the Emperor. Mortarion had insisted on sacrificing his fleet's navigators, however, who he believed were not entirely loyal. Without their guidance, the Death Guard were left adrift in the realm of chaos, completely at the mercy of the Dark Gods. The Legion's skill in resisting even the harshest toxins attracted the attention of Nurgle, the chaos god of plague, pestilence, and disease.
I actually played Nurgle for a little while. I like the extra
which even
toughness,
their legendary
or the extra
resilience
wound
could not overcome.
That,
the Legion was transformed
they were given.
utterly, becoming an army of postulant grotesques, riddled with corruption, yet unable to die. None suffered greater than Mortarion, now a nightmarish demon lord who traded his soul and the souls of all his sons in exchange for deliverance. What emerged from the warp to take part in the Battle of Terra bore little resemblance to what had entered. The last betrayed remnants of the Dusk Raiders were gone forever. In their place stood the Plague Marines of the Death Guard. When the Emperor slew Horus in orbit over Terra and the rebellion collapsed, the Death Guard fell back to the Eye of Terror alongside the other traitor legions. Barbarous was quickly destroyed by the vengeful Imperium, so deep within the Eye of Terror, the Death Guard set about creating their fallen world anew. Their new homeworld is a dark reflection of Barbarous, wrapped in clouds of contagion, home to plague-ridden abominations that stalk rotting forests and putrid swamps. At the dawn of the Legion, Mortarion and the Death Guard fought against the tyrants and warlords who preyed upon the weak. Now, they revel in the bitter irony that they have become the very thing they sought to destroy. They rule their new world from fortresses built atop the highest mountains, cloaked in toxic fog that they alone possess the will to endure.
The hell is that
In the
thing?
millennia since the Horus Heresy, the Death Guard have emerged across the galaxy to spread new plagues and epidemics of violence and decay before withdrawing once again into the warp. Ever the traditionalist, Mortarion's forces have remained relatively cohesive.
What is
the
that
Legion
tank?
consists of 7 plague companies,
I don't remember seeing
each
that before.
specializing in different aspects of warfare. The first of these is ruled by Typhus the Traveler, a herald of Nurgle whose own visions for the future have made him a rival of Mortarion himself. Yet from the lowest, wheezing cultist to plague-infested demonic engines, the Death Guard spread ruin and decay so that their own terrible fate might seem less shameful by comparison. Their belief that mankind should be free of oppression and hardship endured, with inner strength and stern resolution twisted into contempt for the weak and timid.
They got the crab legs,
the
the crab
arrival
claws,
of the Death Guard on the battlefield is marked by a buzzing drone that soon rises to a deafening roar as billions of plague flies swarm across the desolation of no man's land. From clouds of toxic fog, they emerge, eyes glowing with sickly light and blades dripping with noxious poisons. The torrent of revolting destruction they unleash overwhelms the enemy's strength, and even those who might escape are riddled with incurable plagues and do nothing but spread sickness and despair ever farther. So have the sons of Mortarion conquered countless worlds in the name of the Plague God. Join the Templin Institute in the grim darkness of the far future as we play some Battlefleet Goth.
Okay, so there we go. The Death Guard Legion. Pretty messed up stuff, wouldn't you say? Of course. But yeah, that was very interesting. You know, learning, you know, all about their plague and, you know, getting some history about Nurgle and stuff like that, which, you know, like I did say, I did play a little bit of Nurgle for a little while, you know, because I was Chaos. I was kind of jumping around a little bit from god to god before ultimately going Undivided, just because it was like, well, I like Nurgle because you get the toughness, or you get the extra wound, depending on, I think, toughness was for 40k, the extra wound, I believe, was for fantasy. So, I mean, I did like having that. I did like playing Tzeentch because then you had some magic, because, well, in fantasy, you know, Chaos doesn't have really any shooting. I mean, yeah, they got the Hell Cannon, but that's kind of, you know what I mean? So, I mean, at least I had the magic to kind of counter some stuff, you know, which was nice. And then, of course, with Khorne, you know, the extra attacks and stuff like that was really good, especially on a unit of chosen Chaos Knights. But yeah, that's fantasy. But you know, for 40k, a lot of Undivided, so I was taking a lot of, you know, a little bit of everything. I actually had a unit of Plague Bearers, which were really good. They did some serious damage. But yeah, you know, learning about the world. Obviously, we knew it was going to be infected with plague, disease, and rot, and, you know, all that stuff. So, I mean, that was really no surprise there. And then, of course, they found a new home, a new planet. What is this tank? I don't remember seeing that. I actually have the Games Workshop page pulled up on my over here. I wonder if it shows Chaos Rhino. Nope. That is not a Rhino. Wow, some of these models look actually really easy to build. Blight Hauler? Wow. They have come out with some really interesting stuff. Actually, you know what? Let me, I wonder. Oh, let's see. Okay, can we do that? Doesn't look too good, but easy to build Blight Hauler. That thing looks pretty freaky looking. Oh, there he is. Motarian. Whoa. Wow. That looks really cool. That is one hell of a model. Wow, that's what Motarian looks like now. Demon Primarch of Nurgle. That looks really, really cool. 150 bucks. Wow. So there's Motarian. Wow. I think I did a little bit of Nurgle and all the demons. Changeling. Beast of Nurgle, that's pretty new. I don't remember seeing that thing. Oh, there's Typhus. Yeah, his model still kind of looks the same. Yeah, I think it looks the same. I don't remember using him or having him, so I'm not too sure, but I think it kind of looks the same. Wow, 40 bucks. Demon Prince, Plague Marines. I gotta say, these actually look really cool. So much more detail. Bloat drone? What the hell is that? That looks very interesting. What does it do? Does it give any, buzzing turbines, trapped essence of Nurgle demon, drifts towards the enemy like an armored plague fly, hideous war machine, war engine, bases monstrous weapons onto the battlefield, annihilate enemies for the Death Guard, rusting plates, wrought iron, flabby foulness, can withstand ferocious amounts of punishment and still keep fighting. They're designed to hover in close. So it doesn't really say like what exactly it does. So I mean, yeah, it's got some weapons and stuff, but is there like any special abilities or anything like that? Blight Lord Terminators, Demons of Nurgle, Great Unclean One, Rodigus. Oh, so we have a named one. Defilers, those were really cool, like I was saying. I really wanted someone to use one of those. I mean, because you got the crab legs, you got the claws, you got the cannon right here in the front. I think that's, what, autocannon, I believe. Wow, 75. Oh, here we go. Diseased fire support. Huh. $195. Do you get all three? Back up your Death Guard on the table. Deploying this bundle, these Plague Burst Crawlers will provide some impressive rotten firepower. Oh, okay, so at least you get all three. So I'm assuming it fires like a, not like a, well, I guess like a mortar, but I guess more like a basilisk, I'm assuming. The Scythes of Nurgle. Whoa. That's a pretty cool bundle. So you get Motarian, And what, 5 Terminators, it looks like? With this one, you receive 2 sets of Death Shroud bodyguards and Motarian. Oh, bodyguards, okay. Oh, or is this what it is? Plague Burst Crawler. Or is this just an individual? I think this is just an individual one. Nope. Lumbering, formidable siege tanks with huge ramming blades. Thick armor plating demonic energies provide them with incredible resilience. They're fearsome plague burst mortars. Okay, mortars. Parabolic firing arc. Okay, so you get the range and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Death Guard Elite. Oh, okay, so there's the Death Shroud bodyguards. Pox Walkers. Wow. They have come out with so much stuff. Those actually look really cool. I would not mind a unit of those. Okay, I could probably sit here all day just going through this like entire thing, because I mean there's so much stuff, so many things like I don't even remember. Demons of Khorne, Bloodthirster, of course. Scarbrand, yep, he's got a pretty cool story. Horriculus Slimex? Ooh. Some sort of snail? No nonsense approach to battle. Gardening alike, satisfied his lumbering steed. Power of Nurgle Garden to usher in reality. Burning sights as sorcerer's powers with boundless. Huh. That is pretty interesting. Chaos spawns actually look really cool. They look much better than they did before. Even the possessed look really good. Skulltaker. That's not a bad model. Is Khorne's immortal champion and the greatest of all bloodletters. Is a savage hero slayer. Oh, that'd be cool if he had that ability that the Emperor's Champion does, where I don't know if it's still a rule or not, but if you had the Emperor's Champion, you had to issue a challenge to the enemy's commander, hero, lord, whoever was in charge of was their army, and then they had to set aside, duke it out. I think that'd be pretty cool if he had the same rule. I don't even know if that rule still applies, but that's what it was. You know, like I said, back when I used to play and work there, that's what it was. You used to have to, you know, pull out the Emperor's Champion and your lord or general and have them duke it out one-on-one away from the battle. So I think that'd be pretty cool if you know, we had the same rules, since it says he is a savage hero slayer. But delivery returns, yeah, it doesn't say anything about the rules. Some pretty cool scenery and stuff like that. Skull altar. All right, you know what, I'm gonna call it here, because I could just sit here all day just like looking at, you know, everything from Games Workshop. So you know, I could be going through the entire website just checking everything out. I could spend all day doing that. But yeah, gonna definitely end the video here. But yeah, another awesome video, learning all about the Death Guard, Nurgle, Papa Nurgle, you know, because I believe he's kind of like the kindest or the nicest of all the Chaos Gods. I think that's what one of the other videos I was watching, you know, getting some lore and stuff like that, that Nurgle is kind of like the kindest, you know, of all the Chaos Gods and stuff like that. But yeah, it was definitely cool learning about, you know, the planet, Mortarion, Typhus. I gotta say, his scythe though, so cool. And that other weapon, how does that really work? I don't know. It kind of seems like an unpractical weapon. I guess maybe not. I guess you kind of use it like maybe like a can opener type of thing. I don't know. It's pretty interesting though. It's a pretty cool. It's an interesting looking weapon. I just don't know how it's too practical to be using. Although I guess if you do catch, you know, something in this area here, it would be obviously very devastating and stuff like that. But yeah, who knows? All right. So, anyways, yeah, definitely calling it here. 20 minutes. Good God. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. Leave me all your thoughts and comments. Don't worry, I'm going to get to all the videos. I think I might save the Imperium of Man for the last one. So other than that, just stick around. More videos are on the way. And we'll see you guys next time.